Hello my dear students, welcome to BYJU'S exam prep. In this video of Sunday का फंडा we'll be discussing about कि जो ट्रेन के जो व्हील्स होते हैं why they are conical in shape और उसमें भी is that inside conical और outside conical इसका भी एक proper explanation है. तो समझते हैं इसको डिटेल में, बट उसको समझने से पहले एक छोटा सा एक्सपेरिमेंट करते हैं और उसके थ्रू भी हम लोग थोड़ा सा जानेंगे कि वाई इट इज कोनिकल इनसाइड और आउटसाइड. तो लेट अस सपोज मैंने 2 कप्स लिए हैं और मैंने इसको डिफरेंट इसको एंड टू एंड यहाँ पे कनेक्ट किया और उसको एंड टू एंड यहाँ पे कनेक्ट किया. नॉर्मली आपने देखा होगा जो रेलवे ट्रैक्स में इस टाइप का कोनिकल शेप होता है, राइट. बट मैंने सेकंड कोनिकल शेप भी एक अरेंजमेंट रखा है ताकि आपको लॉजिक पता चले एंड इससे क्या डीमेरिट है या मेरिट है वो भी आपको एक एक्सपेरिमेंट से पता चल जाएगा. सो इफ यू सी ऑन द स्क्रीन, तो यहाँ पे मैंने 2 लैपटॉप्स को एक इंक्लिनेशन में रखा है, राइट. तो अगर मैं एक इस जो आपका जो एक्चुअल डिजाइन होता है जब मैं इसको प्लेस करता हूँ, सो इट इज इजिली एबल टू मूव डाउनवर्ड, राइट. और यही सेम चीज अगर मैं दूसरे वाले से यहाँ पे प्लेस करता हूँ, इट इज बेसिकली फॉलोइंग, वो तो आधे रास्ते पे नहीं पहुंच रहा. ओके, लेट मी ट्राई वन मोर टाइम. ये देखिए, इट इज नॉट एबल टू रीच द फाइनल स्टॉप, राइट. तो अगर मैं इसको भी अगर थोड़ा इंक्लाइन मैं थोड़ा इनिशियली वो डेविएशन पाथ से दूं, राइट, डेविएशन पाथ दूं, तो उसमें भी इट इज ऑटोमेटिकली अलाइनिंग इटसेल्फ फ्रॉम इट्स डेविएशन, राइट. तो अगर मैं फिर से करता हूँ, क्या पता आपने सोचा होगा कि ये एक बार हुआ, लेट मी गिव यू डेविएशन ऑन द लेफ्ट हैंड साइड और फिर रिलीज करता हूँ, तो ऑटोमेटिकली इट इज गेटिंग सेल्फ सेंटर्ड. और इसी कारण हम लोग ट्रेन्स के जो व्हील्स होते हैं वो इस ओरिएंटेशन में रखते हैं और इसको डिटेल में समझेंगे इन द फर्दर वीडियो. सो लेट्स कंटिन्यू डिस्कशन ऑन द डिटेल एक्सप्लेनेशन की जो ट्रेन के जो व्हील्स होते हैं व्हाई दे आर कोनिकल इन शेप एंड दैट टू व्हाई वी आर हैविंग वन काइंड ऑफ कोनिकल नॉट द ऑपोजिट ऑफ दैट. ठीक है, हमने एक्सपेरिमेंटेशन में वी हैव डिस्कस दैट इन डिटेल, राइट. तो उसको थोड़ा सा लेट्स टॉक अबाउट फ्रॉम द टेक्निकल एस्पेक्ट्स आल्सो, राइट. So now you have seen that we are using this kind of arrangement in the trains. This kind of conical arrangement we are using for the train wheels. अब इसके 2 important aspect हैं, ठीक है. One is very important, it's interesting funda that it is able to help us to make this wheel to have a self-centering feature. What is this self-centering feature? थोड़ा देखेंगे उसको डिटेल में. एंड ऑल्सो एज यू नो दैट कि जब द ट्रेन इज टेकिंग द लेफ्ट और व्हेन द ट्रेन इज हैविंग अ टर्निंग मोशन, तो डेफिनेटली जो इनर व्हील्स होंगे इट इज ट्राइंग टू मेक अ लेसर लेंथ, बट द आउटर व्हील हैज टू have to travel larger length, right. जैसे हम लोग कार्स में देखते हैं as that of the differential, but यहाँ पे we are not using the differential gear, but still in the trains we are able to get the benefit of that and we're able to turn the train very easily without even using the differential gear. तो वो भी इस conical shape का कमाल है. So let's have this discussion one by one. So as you know that when let us suppose this wheel is kept it is moving in a straight line. तो अगर analysis करना है, so we have to draw the FBD, right. So because this is a conical shape, so it will be having a reaction force acting in this direction. ठीक है, ये भी आपका जो shape है it is slightly inclined, so we'll be having 2 reaction forces. So if I take the component of these 2 reaction forces, one will be the inside horizontal force and second will be the vertical force, right. So definitely horizontal जो इसके components होंगे will be cancelling out each other and the normal force will be having the support for the gravitation force. So these will be having the total will be a stable body. But let us suppose what happens, ये जो ट्रेन है इट हैव स्लाइट इंक्लिनेशन, लेट अस सपोज इट इज टिल्टेड स्लाइटली टुवर्ड्स लेफ्ट और राइट. तो ऐसे कुछ अरेंजमेंट है. नाउ व्हाइल हैविंग दिस काइंड ऑफ अरेंजमेंट व्हाट हैपेंस, द नॉर्मल रिएक्शंस विल बी चेंज. लाइक इन दिस केस इफ यू ट्राई टू विजुअलाइज, दिस विल बी द एंगल मेड and this will be the angle made, so it is now making a different angle, something like this. Okay, now as it is making different angles, so definitely the normal reaction, the reaction force जो है आपका, this is the reaction force, this one, and this reaction force will be now having a different magnitude, right. Or clearly visible here, the left hand side the inclination is slightly we can say lesser, but the right hand side inclination is more, so due to which आपका रिएक्शन जो होगा वो स्लाइटली टुवर्ड्स द हॉरिजॉन्टल ज्यादा होगा और इसके कारण व्हाट हैपेंस, द नेट हॉरिजॉन्टल फोर्स ऑन दिस साइड विल बी मोर and ultimately will be having a net force acting on the opposite side, and due to this what happens, we are having a self-centering feature. इसके कारण because as it has going opposite from its original position, because initially it was having this kind of arrangement, so horizontal component was having the equal magnitude क्योंकि reaction forces were making a same angle. But let us suppose if we're having this kind of arrangement, इसकी वजह से क्या हुआ, the left hand side, the reaction force is making a larger angle, and the right hand side making a we can say smaller angle, due to which what happens, your horizontal component is more than that of this one, or uski वजह से we're having a net force acting, and due to which what happens, your wheels will be automatically centered. And this is the best feature of using this kind of shape of conical shape in the trains, क्योंकि इससे आपका self centering जो process है वो होता है, right? And this is the best part, right? और इसको थोड़ा सा और improvise करने के लिए what we have did, we have just installed a flange on both the side, so that we can have some more safety being added, right? क्योंकि definitely we having this conical arrangement will be able to have that self-centric feature. To have slight more additional safety, we are using the flange on the both ends, right? Now let us talk about the second condition. Let us suppose if I'm using the opposite of that. Let us try to visualize if I'm using the opposite of that conical shape. तो इसमें भी क्या होगा? What happens if I try to draw the FBD, right? So it will be saying side the reaction force will be something like this. This will be the reaction force something like this. ठीक है? Equal angle. So its horizontal components will be cancelling out, and the normal component will be having equal to that of its weight acting downward. This will be the gravitation force, and it will be nullifying the normal reactions, right? This is the reaction force R, okay, and this is the horizontal force which will be cancelling out each other. Let us suppose, let us take the same example. अगर ये अपने initial vertical position से it is slightly being deviated. Now what happens? Let us suppose it is being shifted towards right. So this angle made by the horizontal reaction will be more. So definitely the right hand side horizontal reactions, let us say this is H1 and this is H2. So here H1 will be more than that of H2. ठीक है? अब H1 ज्यादा होगा, ऑलरेडी वो H1 की तरफ tilted था, तो net force will be in the right hand side, and due to which the wheel will be automatically will be derailed, because now there is no concept of self centering. ठीक है? तो इसी कारण we are always using this kind of arrangement rather than this, क्योंकि ये यूज करने से we are not getting the benefit of self centering feature. Okay, that is the best engineering marvelous. The engineers, as we all engineers, we have done such a marvelous thing in order to have that self-centering features only by having a we can say prescribed shape for the railway for the rail wheels, right? Up second thoda sa let us talk about the second reason why we are using this conical shape. Now if I try to visualize when the train is turning, train is having a turning motion, so definitely if I said this is taking a left turning, तो जो inside wheel it has to cover a lesser distance, right? It has to cover a lesser distance, and the outside wheel has to cover a larger distance, more distance. So definitely in cars we are having a differential arrangement. If you are turning the vehicle, so which the wheel which is on the inner side will be having a lower speed, and the wheel which is on the outer side will be having a larger speed. But यहाँ पे we are using a single rod, right? So whatever RPM we are having, the same RPM will be the other wheel. So here we cannot use that particular, that one of the wheel will be having a larger RPM or smaller RPM. We cannot alter the speed, right? But यहाँ पे conical shape से there is slightly we can say added advantage, right? The differential action we are basically getting from this conical arrangement. Let us try to understand. Let us suppose we are turning the train. So definitely what happens is when it is turning, so this portion, the larger radius will be in contact with the track. On this side, the smaller radius will be in the contact with the track. And we know that what is your velocity, linear velocity, V is equal to R into omega. So here omega is constant for both the wheels. Omega is constant for both the wheels. But if I talk about the radii of contact, जैसे we are turning, the outer wheel will be having a larger radii in contact. The inner will be having a smaller radii. And as it is having a larger radii, the velocity on the outer side, because the radius is more, right? Outer side, the radius will be more, the velocity will be more than that of the inner wheel. And due to this particular arrangement, we are able to use that differential action without even using that differential gear. And that is the best part of this one. Like in cars we are having, if I'm turning, so definitely this wheel will be having a lower RPM, the other wheel will be having a larger RPM. But in this case, because of the contact, right? So the larger radius will be the contact, being the same omega, no problem with that. As radius of contact is increasing, the velocity will increase, and we are able to make a very smooth turning. We're able to make a very smooth turning, right? And the wheel which is on the inner side, it has to travel a lesser distance, because it is having low velocity, right? Low velocity. And the wheel which is on the outer side, because the larger radius is in contact, so it will be having a high velocity. Okay, so this is the two major marvelous advantage of using the conical shape wheel in a train. So we are able to understand the two best part, right? So try to analyze, because this is all about the engineering mechanics concept we have used. We have done the free body diagram, we have understand in detail. So I hope so you all enjoyed this video, and if you like to, please do share this video to all of your friends and do subscribe to this channel. Thank you guys for joining with me. This is Suraj Gobi signing off. I hope you all guys enjoyed this video. Thank you. Bye bye. Take care. Stay safe and stay connected with BYJU'S exam prep. Thank you.